Yes. Mm, mm, mm. Good. That's set. I'm going to scooch back so we can see the whole of me. Hmm. I just finished doing a webinar about endurance athletes and learned some interesting things, which is pretty cool. I'm using a blanket underneath my hips to stabilize and set myself up a little bit. I had a block here. It's right here. My children run off with things sometimes, but I'm going to use that just to support my knee a little bit. I have some tenderness on my left hip that kind of gets to me. So giving that as much support as I need. Again, we're going to get started in, I don't know, a minute and a half, something like that. Let people get signed on. It's a beautiful day outside. The sunshine has me feeling really good. My dog might pop in. She's chilling over there. Hi, puppy dog. I'm for sure going to grab my tea. We'll get started in just a moment. Doing some stretching. I need it in the middle of the day. It's feeling really nice. It's nice to have just it back in my routine where my body is starting to like buzz me and tell me like, oh, hey, we want to do that thing. Where I'm thinking about it more. I'm getting more comfortable in my body, moving. I noticed that I lost some mobility over the last year. And so it's nice to feel like I'm getting some of that back. To know that I'm not stuck in this spot of rigidity and kind of tension, and that I get to stretch and let some of that go. What, puppy dog? Give it just another minute here, and then we'll get started. Give you some time to get your area set up wherever you want to stretch. I had a recommendation earlier this week to do a session where it can be done seated, like at a desk. And so I'm going to do it on the floor, but we're going to do like twisting motion and that kind of stuff. You can have your legs extended, or you could be seated in a chair at your desk, and you won't look like too much of a crazy person doing stretching. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whiny dog. What are you doing? All right. Another moment here. Mm. Oh. All right. So wherever you are, we're going to go ahead and get started. Come to seated. You might be in a chair, might be on the floor, might be on your couch, wherever is comfortable for you. We're going to come to just a comfortable position. Let our shoulders be heavy. Our shoulders should be stacked over the top of our hips, but not putting a whole lot of tension and lift up into them yet. Just finding a comfortable position to start with. Go ahead and close your eyes and begin to notice the breath, the way it comes in and out of the body. The way that the breath impacts the way that you're feeling. I was feeling kind of buzzy and alive because the sun is out, which is a great feeling. But I need some grounding, some settling into my body. And I do that by controlling the breath, slowing the way that it comes in as you inhale through your nose, and slowing it on the way out. You can come out your nose, maybe out your mouth, whatever is comfortable for you. Our breath is our connection to our nervous system. the way that we can impact and influence our responses in different situations that we come into in life, experience in life. And for me right now, I don't quite feel like myself all the time. There are moments where I am more impatient. I have a shorter fuse. I find myself more frustrated right now. It has to do with medication, with hormone changes in my body. But we're all going through things like that all the time. And so having the ability to settle into our body and breathe and make a decision about how we want to show up in the world. I don't want to be the person with a short fuse that's easily frustrated and that snips at people. I want to be the person that is patient and kind, and people feel a sense of calm when they're around me. And so I breathe. I invite you to join in that practice today as we're moving through the postures. If you notice that your mind is wandering or thoughts are racing, bring them back to the breath and center yourself in that ebb and flow. I'm going to extend my legs out long. You might follow me here if you're seated on the floor, or you can just be seated at a desk. Have a little bit of space in front of you if you are in that chair. We're going to do some rounding through the spine. So to begin, tuck your chin toward your chest. Allow a gentle rounding through the upper back. Notice if you're holding tension there. I feel it right between my shoulder blades where I'm just holding on to something. And so I'm going to let my body relax and round. Taking just a moment here, and then guiding from my low spine, I inhale, lifting all the way up, opening through the chest, the chin comes up. Feel the breath expand into the space of the chest and into the pressure, that compression of the backside body. Feel the breath fill in. Inhale, open a little more. And exhale, tuck the chin, round through the back, and let the head come down. Enough. My dog wants me to play with her, and I can't right at the moment, so she's going to have to wait. Inhale to come up. And exhale to round through. Follow the flow of your breath, pausing where you need to if you experience any tension or discomfort. Take one more breath in, open through the chest and the throat. Exhale, round through even deeper than you did before. I'm extending my arms out a little bit to give me a little more pull and stretch through the backside body. I'm pausing here in that settled round position. Before I inhale, come up through seated. We're going to do some neck rolls next. So allowing the chin to fall toward the chest. And then as you inhale, roll your right ear toward your right shoulder, feeling a deep stretch through the left side of the neck. We're going to find some dynamic movement first. So inhale, deepen that stretch through the left side. And exhale, bring the chin toward the chest. Inhale, take the left ear toward the left shoulder, opening the right side of the neck. And exhale, come through center. Follow your breath. Inhale to one side. And exhale to center. Inhale to the other side. And exhale to center. Inhale one. Exhale two. I find that as a yoga teacher, occasionally I get caught in trying to race through the movement and wanting to always make it feel like we're doing something. And the truth of the matter is that these slow moments where we give ourselves permission to pause and just breathe in our body, regardless of what the movement is, that calm is what's so grounding for us. Take one more breath each side. On that exhale, coming through center, pausing here. Inhale to lift the chin and sit tall. If you're in this seated position with your legs extended, you can bring a leg in and cross it over the other leg. And then we're going to find a gentle twist toward the knee. If you're in a chair, you can use the back of the chair. You might take your arm over the back and support with the elbow at the top or at the side, depending on what feels good for you. Just finding a gentle twist through the spine. Feel that lift through the crown of the head with each inhale. And with each exhale, deepen the twist, looking over the back shoulder. If this feels like too much through your legs, that's okay. You can extend them out long and just use the hand at the knee to support and stabilize. Feel the breath coming into the body and the way it expands into the rib cage. I'm going to hold here for a few more breath cycles. If it feels good to you, you might inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist a little more as those muscles begin to relax. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Let the head come back toward the front first, and then the shoulders and the chest. Shake out that tension you're holding and notice the difference in sensations in the two sides of the body. If you'd like in this seated position, you might bend the other knee and cross it over, or you might keep the legs extended out long. If you're in that chair, finding that pressure down, rooting down into the chair, and then crossing the hand over the knee and reaching back with the other arm. Let the head follow the shoulder and gaze toward the back of the room. Breathe into that twist in that mid body. Let the breath fill and put pressure on the muscles as they're holding there, teaching them how to relax. Even when the work is hard and the muscles are working hard, that breath can help settle the shaking, the difficulty, and let the tension ease. As the muscles begin to relax, you might deepen the stretch by inhaling to lift tall and exhaling to twist a little more, looking a little further over that back shoulder. We have a few more breath cycles here. Taking your time, letting your thoughts focus on the breath, feeling the way that it expands in the body, and the way those muscles relax as you exhale. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Let the head come back first, and then the shoulders and the chest. Coming through that seated position, we're going to reach our arms overhead. Taking a deep breath in as you do, and looking up between the palms. I find that I try to stack forward over my hips rather than right over the top. So adjusting as you need to feel comfortable reaching up overhead. If you're in a chair with your knees bent, you're just going to hinge forward over those bent legs, letting the hands come down. If you're in a seated position on the floor with your legs extended like me, reaching for the toes. Finding that rounding through the spine, letting the upper body be heavy. Your hands might come all the way to the toes, maybe the shins, the knees, or the thighs. Wherever you land is exactly right. Feel the breath pushing against that compression of the front side body, where we're rounded through the chest and through the belly, using the breath to expand in that tension. Feel the opening of the backside body. I can feel my shoulders creeping up toward my ears. I'm just going to allow them to fall wherever they're comfortable. And allow the gravity around me to help the body to sink down. Keep that chin nice and tucked to the chest, and then stack one vertebrae at a time as you come up through seated, letting your head be the last thing that comes up. The gaze is forward and the shoulders are relaxed. Notice the way that your body feels as the breath comes in and out in this neutral position. And then inhale, take the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, press them back and down. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Notice if this brings up any pinching points for you, any discomfort over the tops of the shoulders. Maybe pausing in those spaces and just breathing there. Not trying to push through the pain, but acknowledging the discomfort in the body and what we're holding on to there. Take one more big circle forward and up with a big inhale. And then exhale down and back. We're going to switch the direction of our circles and inhale, take the shoulders back, opening through the chest. Inhale up over the top and then exhale, rounding through the front side body as the shoulders come forward and down. These aren't big movements here, but just getting the muscles moving through the body. One more big circle around. Exhaling down and relax the body here. We're going to take a little stretch to each side. If you are in this seated position, you're going to follow me as you inhale the arms up overhead. If you're seated in a chair, you can also take the arms up. And depending on whether your chair has supports on the side or not, you're going to find a position where your left arm can come down and your right arm can reach across, opening through the right side of the body. I bumped into my block here. Reaching and open through that right side, turning your eyes up toward the ceiling. Make sure that that left shoulder is pressing down and away from the ear, and we're not collapsing into that bone, into that joint. And hold here. As that right side body begins to open, that hand might come down a little bit more, closer to the earth. Follow what feels good in your body. Breathing into the space between the ribs. I'm getting a little cramp in my left side body, so I'm going to walk myself up a little bit here. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Gently walk yourself up through center, arms reach overhead, and then allow them to come down for a moment. It can feel like a lot to have the arms up overhead for an extended period of time, especially if it's not something you're used to. So letting the blood flow back into the arms. And then again, we'll inhale to reach the arms up. And exhale to come down to your right side this time, opening through that left side body. If you're in that chair, you might hold on to the side to support you. You might, if you have an armrest, you might be on that armrest. Whatever position forearm needs to be in order to open through that left side body. We're not being forceful here with the muscles or creating extra tension, just finding the edge of the discomfort and holding there. Feels like such an anecdote for life. If our life is too easy and too comfortable, we're not challenged, we're not growing, we're not learning. But if life is too hard, then we're so bogged down with everything that we have going on that we can't see the joy, see the gratitude for things around us. And so finding that edge of discomfort where we're challenged as a person, but we're not hurting ourselves daily, not avoiding rest, not pushing, but not being too comfortable all the time. We're going to hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up through center. And exhale to relax the arms down. If you'd like to come to easy seated, you're welcome to, or you might keep your legs extended out long or keep that position in the chair, whatever feels good in your body. And then we're going to inhale the arms up one more time. Palms come together, coming through heart center. Thank you for stretching with me today. Namaste.